Well, hello everybody. It's Connie from Connie's Crochet Couch again. Haven't put out a video in a long time, so I thought maybe I should. I guess I have a few things to catch up on. My last video, I think I mentioned my mama. Well, she's still alive. Don't you love this hair? This is what God gave me. Nice curls. Anyway, she's having some difficulties, and it's a bit of a strain keeping up with her because sometimes I have to spend four days at a time staying at her house, and it makes it hard at home. But that's life. Anyway, on with the crochet stuff. Recently, my sister sent me a whole bunch of yarn, and this is, I don't think I'm going to get it where you can read it. It's a Soft and Sleek from Yarn Bee. It's a Hobby Lobby yarn. She sent me a whole bunch of this yellow. And then she sent me some of this really cool blue. It's called denim, I think. But anyway, really, really, really soft. But I'm up in the air what to make with it. And a while back she sent me this. There's not much left of it. But it's called Ferris wheel yarn. And here comes my photo bomber in the background bringing me treats. I love him. She brought me potato chips and, ooh, my favorite, Blue Dew. Yay! Anyway, so I made something out of this. It's called Ferris wheel. It's Lion Brand Ferris wheel. And this particular, there's about 270 yards in a cake. And it's a 4-weight yarn. Obviously machine washable because it's acrylic. And this is a beautiful color. I love this color. It's called Morning Java. I guess this is kind of making it look blue, but it's not blue. It's brown. And I'm going to turn the camera around here in a second and show you what I just finished making out of it. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not a very good photographer, am I? Okay. This is a sweater vest that I made out of this yarn. And this is what I would consider a size small. It's going to be very long. And I made a belt for it. And no sleeves, just open armholes, and really an open collar for it. I'm hoping the lady I made it for enjoys it. I suppose I've told you before that I make a lot of things for other people. I rarely make things for myself. And that's because I feel guilty making things for myself because I really don't have a fancy life. I don't have places to wear the pretty fancy things. I go to church once a week. No, 3 times a week. Oh boy, I'll be in trouble if somebody catches that. But I'm just not a fancy person. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, which, again, this lighting is putting the colors off completely. This is a very purple sweatshirt. And if I put it down, you see I'm wearing very green joggers. So I'm not exactly color coordinated either. And I guess the whole reason I wanted to do this was to kind of tell you I make a lot of stuff that never gets onto a video. Because I don't take the time to make a video. And anybody that wants to look, or wants any of you that are crocheters, just go out there and look me up on Facebook. It's Connie Hastad, Hastad. If you put in the subject line that you want to friend me from YouTube video, I might friend you, and then you can see all the pictures of all the pretties I make, because I do take still pictures of everything I make. And it just realized that my video is off with the sound. And a lot of my stuff is just gorgeous. I have people tell me how talented I am. I don't feel talented, I just feel driven. That's the way it is. Well, let me see. What else can I show you? My stash? Yeah, it's a mess. But I have been collecting for about a year now, and that is my stash. There is a lot of yarn in that pile, and it's come from a lot of different sources. Some of it came from my sister. Yeah. My sister's one of those people that has a lot of money, not necessarily a whole lot of sense. And if she listens to this, she'll kill me, but that's okay. We love each other. And quite a bit of it came from my dad, believe it or not. We went to a friend was selling out stuff because they were moving into a smaller place, and I got great big crates of stuff, and a lot of it is Vanna's Choice, which to me is a good yarn, and a lot of it is Yarn Bee from Hobby Lobby, so it's really good. Most recently, I was given, oh gosh, I gotta show you. Most recently, I was given a whole bunch of variegated yarn. What the dickens do you do with variegated yarn? You tell me. What do you do with variegated yarn? And then there's a whole blanket's worth of this stuff. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it in the decent light. Yeah, that's about right. The color is showing up right. It's older Super Saver. It's green and purple and brown. To me, that is the ugliest yarn in the whole face of the earth. And it's a 4-weight, and it's Super Saver, so it's kind of stiff. But there's like 12 skeins of this stuff. This lady had started making an Afghan out of this awful ugly color. And then, I don't know, maybe she died or just quit. I don't know what happened, but it's all being given to me in big black trash bags, a few at a time. The first trash bag full was mostly Vanna's Choice and Yarn Bee stuff, which I love. But this bag was mostly this stuff, this particular color. Some people may think that's a beautiful colorway. To me, that is just ugly as sin. Because green with purple or plum and brown, and the way it makes up into a blanket is ugly. Somebody tell me how to make something pretty out of this stuff. Really. Because I haven't figured it out. I guess I may have to go back and look into color pooling. Maybe I'll be able to do something that way. I do have to make a blanket for my pastor's wife. I made her a shawl, a beautiful shawl. If you happen to get onto my Facebook, there's a picture of the shawl that I made for her. And it was kind of a rainbow color thing. And then after I gave it to her, I realized she's not wearing it. What have I done wrong? So I asked her about it. And she said, oh, I'm one of those hot-blooded people. I'm so busy, I just don't have time to wear anything fancy frilly like that. Oh, okay. So I told her, go ahead and give it to somebody that will wear it, and I'll make her a blanket or something for the house. I'm kind of thinking about maybe some dish rags. Some of those, I know Crystal with Bago Day has a really, really, sorry if I'm not looking at you, but I'm headed toward my thing. I want to show you what I got. If I can find it. I need to reorganize again. Here, I'll set you up on the exercise bike. Nah, it's dark. You're not going to see nothing that way. Anyway, I don't know. There was this great big spool. And I scrambled this stuff looking for something this morning. Here, you can see what I'm doing over here. Aha! I found it. This. It's an older roll. It's Bernat. Oh, great. It's coming up backwards. Oh, well. It's Bernat. Oh, I know why it's coming up backwards, too. Because I've got it on the backwards camera. Anyway, it's Bernat, and it's really pretty. It's browns, and it's got little purples and greens in it. That might be... That's kind of cool. I really hadn't looked at it that close. But I thought that'd make something pretty... Like I was going to say, Crystal from Bego Day has this towel pattern that looks like a little dress that you hang it on the oven door. I'm thinking I might use this to make it. I think this will be pretty. But anyway, I need to get off of here. I'm really not saying anything. I'm just jabbering. And those of you that are my subscribers are going to say, why did we subscribe to this woman? She is a bore. I don't know. But if you ever happen to get on my Facebook, like I said, if you tell me who you are, you know, that you saw me on YouTube, and if I go back and I check and see that you really are my subscriber, I'll friend you. As long as you're not one of those people that put a lot of nasty stuff on. I don't get into that. You're not going to be my friend very long if you do put nasty stuff, use bad words, or fight with politics. Do a lot of whining. I don't, once in a while I will whine on there. Like this week, somebody shot our dog. That's kind of whiny. I can whine about that one because he was a good dog. Really put my husband in a bad mood. But, you know, what do you do? What do you do? It's done. There's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, on a happy note, I showed you the pretty, and I'll show it again just before I click out of here. And let you see my pretty that I just finished. If you can see it at all. I think it's showing up pretty clear. And that's what I just finished. And I am going to sign off and say, y'all come back now. You hear?